Hello there. The High Court in Belfast has declared that the government's political stance on a no-deal Brexit is lawful. The High Court in Belfast, Northern Ireland, has today ruled that the courts should not intervene in the political arena. The court rejected 3 cases that claim that a no-deal Brexit would lead to a hard border and so damage the Northern Ireland peace process. In delivering the verdict, Lord Justice Bernard McCloskey said, "Virtually all of the assembled evidence belongs to the world of politics, both national and supranational. Within the world of politics, the well-recognised phenomena of claim and counterclaim, assertion and counter-assertion, allegation and denial, blow and counterblow, alteration and modification of government policy, public statements, unpublished deliberations, posturing, strategy and tactics are the very essence of what is both countenanced and permitted in a democratic society." This ruling did not, though, address the matter of prorogation. That is down to the Supreme Court to decide on next week. But the judge's comments here do possibly indicate, well to me anyway, that had he done so the verdict might have been similar. But the battle of words is still raging on the prorogation issue. Remainer MPs seem intent on getting back inside Parliament, even though the conference season is fast approaching and after passing what they say is a bulletproof anti-no-deal Brexit law that could potentially give them until the end of January to do whatever it is they want to do. Unless that anti-no-deal Brexit Surrender Act isn't as tightly drafted as they would have us believe, of course, and that they want to get back to put as many anti-Brexit roadblocks down as they can. Anyway, Remainer MPs are insisting that Boris Johnson recalls Parliament so they can supposedly hold him to account. But we all know that's really just shorthand for saying they want a bit more time to add to the 3.5 years they've already had to try and turn Brexit on its head. But what would the Remainers do if they did get back into Parliament? It turns out that Brussels isn't as enamoured with them as they would like to think. According to a Times report, Eurocrats are tearing their hair out at the convoluted and mad Labour Brexit policy, and that they regret past tactical alliances with Remain campaigners. And while the idea of negotiating a deal, then campaigning against it sounds a silly proposal to us, just think what it must sound like to Brussels. But thank goodness the government is standing firm, saying that the Supreme Court will be ruling on the issue of prorogation next week. So let's wait. Also, Boris Johnson has completely denied that he misled the Queen, over-advising her to prorogue Parliament. And the Defence Secretary, Ben Wallace, is adamant that the decision to do so had nothing to do with Brexit, and that Parliament had shown it had sufficient time to legislate over Brexit in a very short space of time anyway. This is despite some comments made earlier by Wallace that were picked up by journalists that could be construed differently. But while all this is going on, what do the voters think? Well, the latest Westminster voting intentions poll by YouGov for The Times shows the Conservative Party still having a comfortable lead over the Labour Party. As you can see from this graph, the Tory lead over Labour has decreased from a double-digit 14% back to a still healthy 9%, with 32% of the vote. But Labour has increased its own ranking by 2% to take it to 23%. The Lib Dems in third are maintaining their share with 19%, and the Brexit Party has edged back up into seat-taking territory with 14%, which will be welcome news for Nigel Farage. The Greens are still on 7%, and the rest share out the remaining 5%. But it's worth noting that the declared Brexit-backing parties of Tories and the Brexit Party now command 46% of the vote. But it transpires that Boris Johnson has no desires to form an unstoppable alliance in a non-aggression voting pact with Nigel Farage, with a Number 10 spokesman saying the Prime Minister will not be doing a deal with Nigel Farage, and a senior Tory source saying neither Nigel Farage nor Aaron Banks are fit and proper persons, and they should never be allowed anywhere near government. To which Nigel Farage responded on Twitter with, "Does the Downing Street spokesman want to play petty party politics or deliver on the wishes of 17.4 million people? It's time they made up their minds." The Prime Minister obviously thinks he can get a sufficient majority for the Tories on his own, but there is always the danger that the Brexit Party could undermine Tory candidates in marginals and lose Boris valuable seats. The last thing that Boris needs is an election followed by another hung parliament. Anyway, what do you think? Please share and comment, and thank you for watching. Please do like and share this video, and also subscribe to my channel. And when subscribing, please do remember to press on the little bell next to the subscribe button. That way you'll get an alert every single time I put up a new video. Thank you very much for watching.